Hey, I want to actually speak to drivers out there. Keep in mind that you're in control, and everything what's in here in your mind is what's actually coming on your screen and coming into your wallet. If you're seeing that $10 is good for you, and that's pretty much what you're going to be. But I want to ask a question: why not $20? Why not 30? Why not $50? Why not $100? Why are we agreeing to these small pays and we hold on to that? Why are we not changing our lives? We're not focusing on something bigger, on something that actually can change your life, life of your family, life of the people around you. Because, we can complain, we can cry. Oh, DoorDash is not doing this. DoorDash is not doing that. They're in business for themselves. They have right to do whatever they choose to. When they bring you on board and you agree with them on the contract of an app, you're agreeing to those prices. They're not going to give you more than what you agreed to. Yes, customer might choose and give you an extra tip, but is that all that you came to this planet to for? Is for that $6, for that $10? Is that all what your life is worth? Is just that? That is something I want every single one of you to think about. Because yes, today is a period of time where you might be struggling. You have a situation that you're going through, and you need those money, and those money is actually helping you get from a bill to a bill. But I want you guys to think about something bigger, something what's tomorrow, what's after tomorrow, because these apps, as we Pedro has watched, as others have watched, these apps they change and they don't change into our favor. And as they become less and less attractive, we need to look at the bigger picture. We need to look at something that actually can make your life better. And the most of all is ask yourself, why are you here on this planet? What are you here to accomplish? Because every single one of us has came here with a purpose. But through the childhood that grow up, everybody impacted our mind. We created a lot of blocks in our mind. And right now we had so many dreams as kids, but as we growed up, our dreams became so small. And I want to wake every single one of you up. I want to touch that and say, hey, start dreaming again. Start looking for those things that actually can help you fulfill what you're here for to fulfill. That's all I guys want to say. And you guys can find me on my YouTube channel, find my contact. It is Slavic D Gig and Business. Or actually, no, I actually changed that. Slavic D. Where is I,
You
I
can
lost
put
my own my own name. Maybe somebody can let me put it in there. Slavic D, your personal cash flow coach. I do help people focus on their life and recognize who they are, what they came here for, what are the tools. I'm actually going to share you guys two small stories. First of all, isn't that and those are examples of you giving coming into this planet and actually living your life. First person, just imagine you're waking up in the middle in a forest. You look at yourself, you have no clue who you are. You look beside you, something laying beside you, but you have no what it is. But gotta give you an idea. But you are in a camouflage clothes. It's a rifle beside you, but you don't understand what it is. You grab it, you walk to a closest city or town. You walk into the building, and they offer you to be a chef. The rule of the life is you can only use tools that you came with. That means you came with a rifle. You can only use a rifle on your job. So mixing macaronis with a rifle is still possible, right? Uh, mixing potatoes still possible. But when somebody asks a garden salad and you have to chop the tomatoes and cucumbers, can you actually do a good chop with a rifle? No, you're going to turn that into a mush. Then ask yourself a question: who's
It's a great
out
analogy.
there going to be willing to pay a top dollar for a mush salad? Nobody's out there going to be able to pay. And this is actually what happens in our lives. We come into this planet. There is nobody to help us realize who we are, what our skills are. We go and get ourselves a career. We spend the next 20, 40 years trying to do something with the wrong tools. That's why there is a ceiling, and you will never make more than that ceiling. And a DoorDash has that ceiling as well. That's why you cannot break out, because you're most likely not in your skill. But there is few drivers out there that are making 3, 4, 5, 6 times more than you are, because they are right in their own field. They are unique, and they do something the rest of us don't even understand how to do. Next example, to bring all this together, so you guys can understand. You probably have heard of some people never played a piano, sit down, and within half hour they teach themselves to play a piano. These are people that will, with a little bit of help, they'll go worldwide. They will become renowned musicians, and they will get paid a top dollar. Do you think the price for a regular musician and a guy that actually goes world renowned is the same? No, their pay rate is completely different. Then you have a second group of people. These are people that actually throw a lot of money. They get education. They play the, but they will never go and become a world-renowned musicians, because they do not have the skills. They have the skills to learn, but they do not have the skills to actually become the top musician. Then there's a third group of people. No matter how much you teach them, they will never play. They do not have they're not able to hear the music. They're not able to hear the sound as it changes. So as you guys have seen these two examples I brought over, we need to actually choose. Do we want to stick in a field where we might not never hit the top? Or maybe we need to reevaluate, figure out our skills, figure out our capabilities, discover where we're good at. When I met Pedro, about 2 years ago with Pedro, I knew this guy is the bad for YouTube. Look at that. 71,000 subscribers. You don't get a lot of people doing that. How many of you have been trying and you cannot even get 1,000, 2,000? I got what, 660 people or something on my channel for 2 years? Started about what, 7, 8 months later than Pedro did? It's just I do not have those skills. This guy does. He found himself and he's utilizing. Every single one have something we came into this life, something that we can make. There's actually a training that I went through that actually guy explained that every single one of us is so unique that we can do what we came here to do at a level that nobody else will not be able to even duplicate us. Now ask yourself a question. How many people out there be willing to pay a top dollar for something that they cannot do, for something that nobody else cannot do besides you? How much they'll be willing to pay for those skills? But instead, what are we doing? We're doing what we have not came here to do.
Well, let me ask you this. I think you're right. I talk about these things from time to time, trying to challenge ourselves and one another, but I think it's hard right now because a lot of people are, the barrier of entry into gig economies, they make it really easy. They make it easy because these companies know we are always on our phones and they send us notifications. They make it easy to make some kind of money doing it. And it's hard to get out of it sometimes because there's an addictive quality, a gaming quality to all the apps. In my opinion, there is, right? And we have this false sense in some ways of this freedom, right? But do we really have freedom? I see a lot of people working 6, 7 days a week, right? Because they have to. So I just think we're in this weird place of people taking advantage of the opportunity of the gig economy, but a lot of us haven't exited it yet because either, hey, we can still make good money, and a lot of people can. Some people in the chat make a good living doing this. But a lot of us, at some point, we got to figure out, okay, how long am I willing to do this? And to Slavic's point, it's like, what's my real calling? Do I want to be doing this, or do I want to be trying something else? Because to Slavic's point, he's saying, hey, everybody has a purpose or something that they're good at, whether it's a skill that's learned or something that was just given to you. I appreciate the passion, man. I haven't seen you in like a year and a half, I think, something like that.
About a year. Because
about a year. So you bring some great points, man. I it's something that I think about even for myself, and I think maybe even some of us in the chat or some of you guys on the screen, we think about like, am I
Absolutely.
am I really doing what I either want to do, or am I really capitalizing and taking advantage of my skill set? Because let's be honest, delivering McDonald's is really easy, right? It's not hard,
Yeah.
right? And it's something that I sometimes struggle with because I still spend more time doing food delivery than I would like, right? But it's hard to get away from it sometimes for me because it's so easy. It's so convenient for me, at least. I don't know. What about you guys? Yeah, go ahead.
For those of you that want to contact me, I'm also this year set a goal: take 50 people to 10,000 a month of income within 1 year. If any of you guys want to change your life and do something, this is where I'm going to be working with a group, putting you in a group as well as one-on-one. So you guys can actually find me on my channel, on my website. It is slavicd.com. And hey, guys, appreciate you guys. Whatever you guys choose in your life, just admit it that it's your choice and you have to live with it. Don't blame anybody for it.
Oh, hey,
And
listen, I say that often, and some people don't like when I say that, but I am with that. I think we can control more for ourselves as individuals than any other entity or group of people can do for us. I definitely with you on that 100%. And I'll check the website out, brother. Good seeing you. You still got my number. Hit me up this week, man.
all right, take care, man. Be blessed. And
All right.
everybody else, be blessed and be successful.
Thanks, man.